Well, in the darkness of winter, there's something that really warms your heart. And of course, it's Valentine's Day, and I just love Valentine's Day. It's such a nice time to celebrate love of your family, your friends. It's just such a fun time, isn't it, Judy?
It is. In the dead of winter, you know, we can use a little bit of that warmth of family and friends and the love.
Absolutely.
We're going to make a wreath, but not make it like a round wreath. We're going to do it a little bit different shape with our little heart hanging in the middle so we can show you how to put that together.
All right.
So what we're going to do with this, we're going to stack it up. We'll cut these apart. It takes about 4 of these little bushes, which these are a great little price. They're $3.98 each, so it's a nice, inexpensive way to add it in.
Okay.
And we're just going to cut these apart. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start at the bottom, and we don't want it to look round. We want it to kind of look fuller at the top and kind of drip down. So we're going to start at the bottom, and we're going to we're going to put them in this way so they kind of overlap. You might have to cut them a bit. And what we'll do is we have our handy dandy glue pan here. It's a different glue than hot glue. It's actual pan glue that's made for this so that when it's not at a constant temperature, it stays liquid. Normally when I do a wreath, I go in and out to keep it. This, we're actually going 2 by 2. So we're gonna put those in, and then we're gonna come up and we're gonna go 2. And then we're gonna come up and we're gonna go 2. So that we're layering them almost side by side. And we're gonna do that all the way up, and when we get to the top, we're gonna switch it a little bit. So we're going to like here, going 2 by 2.
Okay, pointing down.
Pointing down. And then you just dip it and stick it into your wreath. And this is a pretty green. It has a little bit of a powder to it.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So it makes it just soft. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in, and we have our little ivy here, which is a real basic ivy, but it's nice because it's a mixed one, so we get the variegated in it as well as the green. So we're gonna cut it in 2 pieces first, and then we're gonna look at it and see where else we can cut it. So we have 1 stem for each side. So then when we look at it again, you can kind of look at the back and see, I think we cut this one into 3. We're gonna go here, and then we're gonna come down here and take that off too. And that way we have 3 pieces, and we'll use that, and we're gonna work our way up again. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna dip it in our pan, and we're gonna start at the bottom here, and we're gonna fill this little section in first. And then just kind of bend it around, and then we're gonna come up, and in between, like you have this layer, now we're gonna go to the next layer, and we'll put the next ivy in. And we're gonna work our way right on up the wreath. All right, so the next thing we're gonna add are these little white flowers. Now these all came on a little candle ring, and what's great about these, and always look at this when you're buying flowers, because sometimes the best flowers are in a candle ring, and you're like, I want that flower. A lot of them are just wired on, that you can just twist them off, and then you have a stem. And then you can use that stem to do what we wanna do. So we're gonna go back, and we're going to cut these up, and we're gonna put them again in our layers and work our way towards the top. And then we're gonna just go through our layers again. Always start at your bottom and work your way to your top. You don't wanna go willy-nilly all over the place, because then it's not balanced.
All right.
And once you put it in there, you're gonna move it around. It's not gonna go exactly where you want it the first time. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna use some beautiful pinky red roses, and we're gonna put them on the one side. So this way we're gonna give it a little bit of an off balance so everything's not perfectly symmetrical.
Okay.
And these are really pretty because they have 3 different size flowers, and they work beautifully in the design. So we're gonna start on the bottom with a bud, just to keep that, and then we'll work our way up. And the heavier buds you wanna kind of keep towards the center. And then you'll have your other buds out on the outer side, because in nature, typically things grow. The bigger ones are in the center, the larger ones are on the outside.
Right, okay.
So always refer back to nature, because nature will generally lead you where you need to lead. So now we finish this section, and we have everything still lined up. We have a great little step of your roses. So it really looks good. We still have our white. Now we just need to add that one more thing. You could stop if you wanted to, but I'd love to add a little bit of red in there.
Okay.
Just to keep it Valentine-y. So we're gonna just take these. These are just mini carnations. I love mini carnations because they make it look kind of real. And we'll use most of them, and we're just gonna accent in with the roses. So we're going to, again, we can start with a smaller one down here towards your bottom. And we want them sunk in. We want to see them, but we don't want them to compete with the roses. So now what we're going to do, we have all of our flowers in. So we need to create a hanger. We need to hang our heart on it so that we can have our heart. And then we're going to wrap this center with the jute. And when we tie it, we're going to actually tie it this way, like just a regular knot. The way I normally do it, it makes too thick of a knot, because we want to hide that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come in here. We're going to do it this way, because you want your hanger towards your back. And so then that is how we're going to hang it. And we're going to make it hang so that we know, again, that we're in the center and we're going to hang properly. So So we have these great little hearts, little shiny. Adds a little bit of glitz because, you know, it's Valentine's Day, so we need a little bit of glitz. We're gonna take it through, and then what we're going to do is, again, we're gonna wait to tie it. We're gonna hang it in here like so, and we're gonna bring this around, and then we're gonna tie it over here, and then we're gonna fish our heart through it, just so then we have a better idea of where the heart's gonna hang. And we're just gonna do a little knot here now, and we're gonna hide that when we wrap it with the jute. So we're gonna do that, and then we'll cut these extra long pieces off. And that way, our heart will hang down.
Oh, perfect.
Right where it needs to hang. It's hard to guess that when you're doing it, so you kind of have to lay it down and just do it that way.
Right.
And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our jute, and I'll flip this over.
So you made like a loop, a long loop.
A long loop, and we're going to lay it on here like this, and that will have a purpose in the end. All right, so we're going to take that over, and we're just going to wrap this through. And you're going to pull it tight when you do it. And you're just going to keep wrapping it, keep that loop over there, trying to cover what we need to cover. Is as we're wrapping, we want that to be up so we can go around that and not lose it. So if you can see there, what I'm trying to do is just cover the knot from the heart. So when you do that, try to keep that knot either a little bit underneath, that way you're not working too hard to cover it. And then when we get that all done, we're coming around the back, and that loop that we left there, what we're gonna do is we're gonna slide this end of the rope through that. We'll hold that there so that it's tight, and then we'll take the other side.
Oh, there we go.
And you
Tie
just
it
pull
together.
that back in there. And then you cut these ends off,
Wow.
and then you don't see it. And then you have your finished product.
That is so sweet.
And then your heart will just hang nicely
Very
while you do
sweet.
it.
Judy, thank you so much for having us at the Potting Shed. We always have so much fun creating with you. Tell us a little bit more about what's going on in the area here in Stroudsburg.
So we're doing our Valentine's thing, and we have our Winterfest coming up, which happens to fall directly on Valentine's Day this year. So it is a great thing to bring out the families, bring couples. There's great restaurants downtown that you can go. The wineries are there. You can shop the stores. It's a real fun day. All the stores will have different specials going on. We have our own little special where the first 50 people get a free plant.
Wow.
And then we'll have a tasting set up. We'll have all kinds of fun things going on, and there's great things going on throughout the town. So it's a great day to come.
Sounds perfect. Sounds like a perfect thing to do on Valentine's Day.
Absolutely. You can just do all of downtown and then swing by the Potting Shed at 931 Ann Street, and we can guarantee to have some fun here.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Judy, and happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you.
Thank you.